Hey, hey!
Hey guys, welcome back.
Another week of
sports.
which has been a really fun theme. Some of the themes we had that we thought we were going to like, we hated. And then this one, I think we've really enjoyed.
So far, I don't think we've really had any duds in this one.
No, not really.
I don't know. There's sports stories are typically inspirational.
And they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
So, we have 4 movies for you this time.
What we got?
So, the first one is Miracle from 2004. This one was based off of a true story of Herb Brooks, who was a player who became a coach because he was booted from the Olympics hockey team. And I believe it was their last Olympic game. And I forget why he said he got booted. I don't remember if it was from an injury or if it was just he got cut. But he ended up becoming the coach and coming back and coaching the team to Olympic victory.
Yeah. I'm dusty on the details as to how he got that, but it sounded like something that he was able to apply for, and then he ended up getting it, and it sounded like, I think they knew what they were getting into because they were combining lots of players that had some college rivalries, so they had to try to build a cohesive team.
Yeah, get them over their team loyalties and get them to realize they needed to be loyal to the U.S., meaning they all had to work together.
Yeah, and I think this was around 1980, still during the Cold War, and so there's a lot of tension between East and West.
Between us and Russia.
Yeah, and they were the dominant team in the Olympics, and I believe they have not lost in 15 years, or it was something like that.
Yeah, an incredibly long time. And so, of course, the odds were stacked against the U.S. team to beat them.
Yeah.
But, da-da-da-da!
And, if they said this is, based off of what happened that year, if they were truthful about how, his coaching methods, he was a hardcore coach.
He knew how to get it done.
I remember he got that one kid riled up because he ended up breaking something.
Yeah.
And he was able to get him upset and got him to play. But I remember that one game that they finished and they lost because they weren't, when some of the players, because they're not all on the ice all the time, and so the players that were benched were focused on the girls in the audience, and they lost that game, and so he ran drills and
for hours. Like the rink turned off the lights on them and shut them in. So
yeah,
crazy. But he got his point across, and they figured it out.
Yeah.
By the time he let them leave,
one of them actually just spoke up. He said who his name was, what his name was,
and I play for
United States,
USA.
Yeah, really, really cool to see that patriotism, which I feel like is just waning right now. People afraid to love America for some reason. They just don't understand how great they have it.
Yeah, I'd love to see them go move somewhere else and have it better. They are welcome to leave.
Where exactly would you
That's
like
all I got to say. Yeah. Go ahead and go then.
Yeah.
There was a big thing about, Oprah Winfrey wants to leave the U.S. if Trump makes president. Great.
They're
go get your plane ticket.
They're very rich, well within their means to be able to do that if they like to.
Yeah, go for it. Why you keep talking about it and not doing it?
I heard.
If you're going to do it, go.
So, going off on a tangent, but Rosie O'Donnell, she actually moved. And it almost sounded like they didn't want her there either.
Yeah. Shocker! No, you didn't show loyalty
know.
to your own
I
country.
don't know.
Maybe we don't want you here either, because you're not going to show any loyalty to us.
Oh man, I love America.
Right? So if you don't, go find somewhere better.
Yeah.
I challenge you to go find somewhere better. All right, we digress.
It's hard not to talk about that because this movie's like so American. So
Yes.
American.
All right, so rating this movie.
10.
Okay.
10,
right.
solid 10. I saw this in the
pretty
theater
up
when
there.
it came out with my best friends.
Yeah, I would probably give it a 10 also. It's
So good.
I would say it's one of the best sports movies
Yeah.
I've ever watched. Yeah.
And one of the reasons I rated Maverick at 10 is because it brought out patriotism again. It was,
Loyalty.
yeah.
That means a lot. All right, so that was Miracle from 2004, and we give it a 10 and all the thumbs up.
For
So
an
give it a
average of
watch.
10.
And then the next one is called The Fighter from 2010. So this one was a Mark Wahlberg movie
And Christian Bale.
and Christian Bale, but a very strange looking Christian Bale in my opinion.
I'm curious when The Machinist came out because that was also a Christian Bale movie and he was very, very, very skinny for the part.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if, I don't know, maybe it was that was the same time.
Yeah.
It's crazy what these performers put themselves through.
Yeah,
to
weight loss and weight
look like
gain
character.
and whatever it is. But he
Yeah.
just looked sickly skinny.
Which was very fitting because he was a crack addict.
Yeah, I suppose so.
This too was based on a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Mickey somebody.
Dickie and Mickey Ward.
Mickey Ward. That's right. Yes.
It's funny, Mickey. We just watched
Yeah.
a movie
So
with
it's
the
a
Mickey
boxing
in it.
movie. As you can tell, we kind of like boxing movies. Maybe because we did some kickboxing and we do jujitsu and stuff in our house.
They
So
make for great movies.
yeah, it makes for good watching.
Yeah.
So this one was kind of he started boxing because he loved it. His family were his managers, but his family were deadbeats. All of them. And like they all still lived at home. They're all grown
they did. They were all
adults
just
and they
there.
all still lived at home, cracked out all the time and
Yeah.
drinking all the time. And it's like, man, there's gotta be something better for this guy than this. And then a coach came to him and said, I want to offer you an opportunity to train with me. Leave all of this crap behind. Come train with me and I'll make you a pro. And so after his brother hit rock bottom
Literally.
and got his hand broken, got Mickey's hand broken, he said, enough's enough. I'm going to try this with this guy. So he did. His brother goes to jail because he was fighting the police. And so he starts making it big with this coach.
Yep. You're talking about with the cop?
The
was it?
O'Keefe. Huh?
Was that the cop that was training him? Or
No. The O'Keefe guy.
Oh, okay.
The coach. Cop wasn't. There was no cop training him.
Yeah, he was the sheriff. He was the one that was doing the mitt work with him.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I guess so then. I don't know. He never looked like a cop to me. But then the brother gets out of jail and wants to come back and fight with him. And they have to kind of figure all of that out. And the brother vows to stay sober and make something of himself. So
it was a redemption story for Dickie also, which I think was really cool. And I felt bad for Mickey for a while because he was the guy that seemed to be stuck in the middle with his family and his girlfriend and his coach. Just all of these opposing forces, but he showed a lot of grace, and he, when I don't know what you call it, when Dickie came back and was introducing himself and was just kind of expecting to insert himself into, the training, Mickey was saying, I want everybody to be a part of this, and they all kind of reconciled at that point. So I thought that was really neat.
yeah.
He didn't really choose to go with just, one person because they were all tugging at him.
Yeah.
And it was not a... It was so dysfunctional. I remember we were saying that a couple times.
And what he said was all of them have had a part in making me who I am.
Yeah.
So I want them to all be a part, but we all have to be able to get along and work together, basically. So.
Yeah. So it was really neat to see Dickie when he visited Charlene and made amends with her, and it all kind of came together.
Yeah, when he goes to his crackhead house and kind of tells them goodbye. Here's a cake.
Yeah.
Bye.
Which was...
So he kind of put the closure there between him and them.
Yeah.
So, it was a decent movie. There was a lot of language in this movie, and obviously a lot of talk about drugs and drug use and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, not a movie to watch with kids, for sure. But, overall, it had a good story. Had a good storyline to it.
And, I don't know, do you think this focused less on... Because, with Rocky, I think Rocky put a lot of focus on the fighting, more than...
This was more the relationship of it all and the building of it than it was the actual fighting itself.
Because the fight scenes were pretty short.
Yeah, they were.
But I thought it was a really cool story, and at the very end they showed some old film reels of the real people.
I love watching that. I think that's really neat to be able to see that.
They did that with Soul Surfer, right?
Sometimes they get the actors that look pretty close to the real people, but sometimes they don't look like it at all. Soul Surfer is an example of that. I don't really feel like the actress they used looked anything like...
like
her,
Or
Brittany.
Bethany.
Bethany. That look anything like Bethany. But this one, it was pretty close. Pretty close-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so rating this one, I would probably give this one 7.5.
Oh, I was going to say 8.5.
Okay, there you go. Difference of opinion. It's fine.
Yeah.
So 7.5 for me, 8.5 for him. The Fighter from 2010. Okay, the next one is The Mighty Ducks from 1992. Disney classic, I guess. 92, old enough to be classic.
I guess so. I think I remember seeing this in the theater also.
So this is with what's his name?
Emilio Estevez?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, him. And he is kind of this big time lawyer, but he kind of has attitude and some issues with others. So his boss wants to teach him a lesson and makes him coach this amateur hockey team of kids. And he ends up falling in love with the sport again and really enjoying being with the kids and teaching them, and kind of turns the team around and makes them into champs.
And I think he had a little bit of turnaround too, because I happened to catch the moment where they were all in the locker room, I guess, after a loss, and the player was saying that, I'm not going to cheat for you. So I guess the coach asked him to do something dirty in the game. Probably what happened. It kind of sounded familiar. It's been a while since I've seen it, so they were watching.
And I missed that this time.
But I remember it being a really fun movie. It was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Oh yeah, sure. I watched it a ton of times growing up.
Yeah.
Maybe because my little brother liked it, but
I want to say it was a big deal at McDonald's for a
while. Yeah, The Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Fun hockey movie with a bunch of kids that are kids and figure it out. They're kind of figuring life out right along with figuring hockey out, and how to be winners without, like you said, being cheaters, and kind of winning the right way instead of not really learning the game and just doing what you have to win.
Yeah.
So
and I think the way they film sports for movies, it's definitely a different experience than watching it on ESPN or something. And it makes it really entertaining. So with Miracle, that made hockey look really entertaining.
Yeah. Same with this.
It's hard for me to sit and watch a hockey game on TV. I'll enjoy it live.
I love watching hockey games
on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like watching it live better than TV.
I like live too. I just love hockey.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the Minnesota still in me. I don't know. the love of hockey
and, curling,
and
and curling.
Yeah, curling, hockey
Yeah.
and curling from Minnesota. It's in my blood.
Soda.
I can't help it. It's in my blood.
Soda.
Even though I only lived there for 4 years. This is pretty much
That's the Norwegia.
my home, Norwegia. There's something wrong with him. I don't know why I put up with it. Okay. We got to rate the Mighty Ducks. I mean, it's always been a favorite of mine, so it's hard for me to, I would not rate it low because I love it. 9.
Huh. 8.
Oh, sacrilege. 8.
8. Yeah.
Y'all, it's a 9. It's a
9.
Don't listen to him. It's an all right, difference of opinion, but 9 is the better rating. So watch it and comment if you agree with me or if you agree with him that it should be an 8 or it should be a 9 or maybe higher.
Leave a comment. Start the drama.
Yeah, let us know what you think. So that's the Mighty Ducks from 1992, and then my list went way too far back. The last one was A Mile in His Shoes from 2011, and we kind of just stumbled upon this one tonight. Just kind of searching for movies that were kid appropriate. So this one was rated PG. It has the coach in it. He plays in
Superman.
some pretty decent, yeah, but he plays in good movies, like Christian movies.
And
a
he
lot
was
of
in
times.
God's Not Dead also.
Yeah,
He was
that's what I'm saying. He plays in a lot of religious movies.
What do you call it? The skeptical.
Dean Cain,
skeptical
yeah,
brother.
Dean
Yeah.
Cain. So this was also based on a true story. So I guess a lot of sports movies are based off of true stories.
They're great stories usually.
Yeah.
Very inspirational.
This one is about an autistic kid. So he has Asperger's. And just kind of, socially awkward and just his parents never really let him off of their farm. He just was kind of secluded in their farm because they thought that was protecting him.
That was the whole thing. The dad especially, sorry.
Yeah. And he would throw apples into a pail?
A wooden
Yeah, it wasn't
bucket?
wooden. It was metal at his farm.
Oh,
Like a metal
washtub or
metal
something.
pail tub thing. So he would throw the apples, and that would feed the pigs.
Oscar.
His pig Oscar and Oscar's buddies. So he just got really good at throwing, and Dean Cain's character kind of got stranded in this town, heading towards a new recruit he was trying to get, and saw the boy pitching the apples and gave him a baseball and had him pitch the baseball.
He stopped by there just to borrow their phone.
And then finds this kid who becomes the next prodigy for their baseball team. So
yeah, really cool. Yeah, the team was pretty accepting of him, and he had
all but one,
the one that was
the other pitcher.
Yeah, the one that was starting to feel threatened because he was being Mickey. Yeah. Mickey was better, so obviously he was going to be starting.
Yeah. So he kind of set it up with, you find out at the end, the other team, a couple of players from the other team, to take Mickey out and injure him so that he can't pitch.
Which, pretty criminal.
Yeah.
They
get arrested at the end of the movie. So
yeah. And the surprising thing was that the coach
was in on it.
which is just
the coach of the other team, not the coach of Mickey's team, but the opposing team, who always had a rivalry with Mickey's team.
All because they had
the two coaches
a literal run-in that
collided on the field with each other, and both got injured to the point where they couldn't play ball anymore.
So they became coaches
and enemies of each other because of that instance. So man, it just shows how long rivalries can last and how much damage they can do in the long run. It was damaging these other kids, as they're seeing all this rivalry all the time between their coaches.
And in the end, it was in the end where Dean Cain's character finally forgave him for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Right before he was hauled away to jail.
mm-hmm.
The other coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of shows how the parents realized they were kind of holding their son hostage rather than letting him live his life and seeing the potential that he had and how much he could accomplish outside the home. They thought they were protecting him by keeping him secluded, but really they were just making him miserable, and he was truly happy when he was able to be
A part of
who
something.
he was meant to be.
Yeah.
Out and be a part of something bigger than just himself.
It was really cool to see, well, not chemistry, but how, you know, the parents were handling things, you know, just between the two, because the mother was definitely much more supportive than the father, and it's
Well, I think the father had Asperger's as well. He kind of alluded to that.
He was a little awkward
in the end, and he was very awkward, and you know, a lot of time there's that genetic link there. So usually one parent is autistic to some degree as well, if the child is. So yeah, I really think the dad was. So maybe he didn't even really realize what he was doing and how it was affecting his son. And by the end, he did realize, and he was able to kind of come around and say, this is what you needed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was really cool to see all that in the end.
Yeah.
And just how parents have to, you know, they're always navigating the best thing to do for their kids, and
it's hard.
Seeing some growth.
We're learning as we go, y'all. Yeah. You know, we don't have a magic recipe book that tells us how to handle these kids, and sometimes you get that call and you're like, man, okay, well, I guess we got to handle this together, because we don't know how to handle this situation either. Yeah. So
and
it's rough.
They're right about every kid being different.
Yeah, every single one. And they change year by year too. So the way you handled things with a kid one year may be completely different as they get a little older. So you have to kind of be flexible.
The acting in this was
subpar.
Was okay.
We were kind of like mediocre acting.
And, you know, the script was also just kind of mediocre.
Dean Cain is good. He's a good actor.
He is.
But the rest of the cast, you could tell it was a lower budget film.
But despite all of that, I really liked the story.
Loved it, yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. You know, you see all the good and all the bad. And
yeah. And human nature. I mean, it really just showed every angle of human nature coming out in that movie.
The only one I wasn't sure about was that girl.
She was just psycho. So there's a psycho. You know, that's part of human nature too. You always got the one psycho.
She liked the one, and that's who you thought.
She didn't know what she liked. She liked anybody that would give her attention, I think is what it was.
Well, we didn't know that at first, though. We thought that she was all about Lefty, one of the pictures, and then she kind of liked Mickey.
I think she liked who was popular.
Yeah.
She kind of just leaned towards whichever one had eyes on them at the time.
Yeah, really an oddball character, because she ended up being the one that was the witness that kind of solved the case.
Helped to turn in the bad guys, that tried to take out Mickey. They beat him up. I mean, he had concussion and bruises on his face, and they tried to go after his arms, but he protected his arms, so they knocked him out with it in his face. And
because they really looked like they were going to dislocate his shoulder.
They were trying, but he pulled himself in and kind of protected his arms.
Yeah.
Which is great. He knew to do that and was able to. Because that could have been bad real quick.
Yeah.
But, all right, so rating it. As far as movie quality, it was a little lacking, but the story overall was great.
And I thought it was entertaining. So, all that being said, I give it an 8.5.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. I would give it that too. Yeah, 8.5 it is. So, A Mile in His Shoes from 2011.
Highly recommend.
Yes. So that's the 4 we have for you this time, and we have one more week of sports. Yay! Woo! We're excited. So we'll have another week of sports-themed movies for you, or movies with sports in them. doesn't have to be all about the sport, but I have a few in mind that I kind of like, girly-ish movies. Maybe I'll try to get to this week.
We haven't even watched a football movie, which is pretty crazy. We've watched baseball, hockey, boxing.
I think there's a couple on there might be one on Daily Wire. But yeah, there's a few that we could check out.
Yep.
We watched The Blind Side not long ago and reviewed that, I want to
True.
say, for one of the other... I'm pretty sure, didn't we review that not too long ago?
I think during Alive, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see what we have for you for this next week. And then we'll let you know next week what June is. So like, subscribe,
Dang it.
and check out our Tuesday movie review.
All right, guys.
Bye.
See ya.